Roger Real D Cool coming at you. I don't have all day. I gotta be out the door at 10:30. So let's get this done. Let's start off with what I just got in. I'm gonna go over the last couple that I bought, and then what we're gonna do is once we go through this last couple that I bought, then it's gonna be like I'm gonna do an open boxing. How about that? How y'all doing today? Thank God to see you. Hope everything's going good with you. And I'm gonna do another video later about some other stuff. My man wanted to find out about how can you tell a fake this or fake that. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do that now. I'll tell you what, let that clock stay there and I'll be right back. And when I pull this clock away, it's gonna be time for us to get busy. Let's see if I can throw everything into this situation. People say, Raj, we really enjoy your videos. All week, I've been like, yo, man, I'd be like, oh, man, look here. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. I just like doing this, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know music is what I really do, but I like doing this, okay? Now we back. Let's take the clock away. Boom, let's get it started. How y'all like this joint right here? I like this, man. I wanted to wear it today, but I think I gotta put a lighter shirt on there. You know what I mean? Or something. Maybe I should wear it. It's like knit though. It's cool for this time of weather. But I don't know if I'm gonna wear it or not. I don't know if I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? I should put another jacket on top of it. I'm not sure. Alright, anyway, I got my other blue joint on standby. So I gotta hurry up. I gotta eat cereal. I gotta do this video. I'm trying to do this in 20 minutes, alright? And we're not going off to a good start. We're not even off to a good start. 2 minutes I ain't said a flipping about nothing. Fool, let's get the popping. People ain't got all day mess around with you, playing with clocks. Let's start off with this right here. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? That's 2013 right there. That's 2013 right there. Ride the Real Deep Cool. Get up on that. That ain't what you're hearing right now. Right now you're hearing the official CD that I was gonna put out this year, along with All in the Mind, but I didn't. Music done. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about what happened was I did a video of the Van Cleefs and Arpels pieces I picked up not too long ago, and it didn't. I finally get to YouTube and it didn't even upload. After all this time, it's been about 2 weeks since I bought this. Let's go. Precious Oud. Precious Oud is the one that almost smells like pretty similar to this fake Black Orchid or the real Black Orchid, okay? Very similar until the dry down comes. It's different, it's not as heavy. Precious Oud is just not as heavy. For the price of, in price it doesn't compare, but you get, I think what's in Precious Oud is, it doesn't last as long as Black Orchid. It just has oud in it. The Black Orchid doesn't have oud in it. And this oud in it is not really heavy, but you can smell it. But it's not really a heavy oud. There's not really any cocoa in here either, but you kind of smell that. I think it's patchouli or something here. So this is cool. It doesn't wear long, but it is a good piece, all right? So that is Van Cleefs and Arpels, Precious Oud. Amber Imperial, man, this is a beautiful amber. This is a beautiful amber. I'm trying to tell you, this amber is off the chain. It's really nice, and what made me get it was not only the presentation of the black bottle, but also, it was just when I sniffed it, I just had to have it. Now, did I want to pay $195 or $190 for the bottle, or did I want to buy the smaller bottle for $125? $125. Bam! And what this smells like is, oh man, this amber, and I got a couple of amber. This amber is like a fresh amber. The top is nice and heavy. Presentation, y'all see the dingling dangling. I'm just gonna go through this real quick. I'm trying to get these done, right? It has a similarity until it starts to dry down. Then you start getting this like the Arabian type like stuff. You know what I mean? And they even say that on talking about this fragrance. It's like an Arabian style, and it really is. Y'all know I had that Arab type vibe. It's like, it's not like, how can I explain the Arab in this? I tell you what, it has an Arab sweetness. Like Kalamat has a sweetness, Wisal has a sweetness. It has an Arab sweetness. It's a smooth sweetness. You know what I mean? It's not like, usually like other fragrances, the sweetness is really like abrupt. People always say cloying. It's cloying. This is non-cloying sweet amber with a smoothness with the Arabian type feel. Taste it. Holla at your boy. 1/8. I got 2 smalls. Like I said, there's no need for me buying a giant bottle. It's not when you have as many bottles as I have. So I just want to tell you guys. I mean, I know you're not trying to keep up, but I want to let you know that it doesn't. You can buy a small bottle or something. If you're gonna start collecting bottles, I mean, if you can save 60 here, 60 there, that's $120. You know what I mean? This is $125 or $185 or $195. I've saved $60 on both bottles. Now I can just take the $125, put it towards something else. Buy a small bottle if you have to. If you're starting to get a collection, buy a small bottle. Some stuff only comes in small bottle. What you gonna do with Black Afghano? You can't buy 100 ml of that, and you only buy a third of that. It doesn't hurt to buy a small bottle. So don't always think you have to buy a big bottle, and you don't need to buy just 30. Here we go. Next we have, that would be Boys 1920. Water Just a Vento Nel Vento. Y'all know about that. I did the review on that. So really one don't even bring it out. But I did do a review. Did I do a review or did I do the first impression? Man, this thing. First, you know, you think you smell an incense, which it smells like incense, but there's more to it. It's like cardamom and all kinds of stuff going on with this. But when it dries down so sweet. Like everything that's involved that's not sweet in this, everything that's involved that's not sweet is sweet at the end. And it's like you still smell just about everything, every ingredient that's in the beginning, is most of it still in the end, but it's sweet. You gotta get this. The bottle is heavy. Throw it in somebody, man, you going to jail. Serge Uten Santal Majula. Cool, man. Good money, good piece for the price I paid. The best place to get this from is like off Amazon. It's a beautiful smelling piece for about 3 hours. Then it's a wrap. There's a wrap. All the beautifulness that you get, the sandalwood and the sweetness that you get in the initial smelling this nozzle of the nose is but not like any other sandalwood I've ever smelled. It needs to be stronger. You needed more something in here to amplify. More like maybe incense. You needed something more to amplify to make it last longer, man. If this just lasted longer, this would be an incredible juice. This would be an incredible juice. I don't say masterpieces. Y'all never heard masterpiece come out of my mouth. And you won't hear with this either. But what you will hear is this would have been an incredible juice if it was thicker, more of a concentration. But for the price, you're going to get that. And I mean, Barney's retail on this is, I think, is $1.50. And of course, y'all know this is just 75 mil. Is it 75 mil or something like that? It's not a lot. No, it's not 75 mil. I think it's even less than that. I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, nozzle on the nose, man, this thing is a banger. First spray on the back of your hand, this thing is a banger. 2-3 hours later, it's nothing but wood. Nothing but wood. Not even a sweet wood. It's like just wood. You know what I'm saying? Straight just wood hitter. Alright? And last but not least, from the house up a aroma, as my man E. Dot says. Got this from my main man who is new to the game. He coming into the game, y'all. And this was his first buy. Well, he realized that sometimes you got to be careful with the stuff that you buy. You know what I mean? So we end up doing a deal and I ended up getting this. You know, patchouli is not for everyone. And my man, he was trying to get into the game. He was trying to get it in. Bada bing, but he went a little too fast. If he had bought anything else, now he doesn't like sweet either, but if he had bought like Alba or maybe Confetto's a little sweet. Maybe Petito di Ale. If he had bought something like that, he probably would have kept it. This is just not, it was too much for him. This right here for me is not a Tom Ford patchouli, which means Tom Ford patchouli is a straight patchouli dry with woods that smells like Duro. And I was trying to figure out what smelled like Duro. It was Tom Ford's Patchouli Absolute. It smelled just like Duro. And this has a Duro vibe too because of the patchouli. Now, of course, I don't know what's in Duro because dude don't want to give up any papers on what he put in the juice in the sauce. But patchouli, the thing about this is I let a female smell this, my coworker smelled this yesterday. In fact, I got sprayed out some. I told her I would bring this up. Sprayed it. I said, smell it, because I expected her to say, oh, that's horrible. Out of all the stuff you bring in for me to smell, this is the worst. Now, I forgot what I sprayed. I think it was calamine. She said that. It was something I sprayed last week. No, it wasn't calamine. I didn't wear calamine last week. I got to go through what I wore last week to see. She was like, well, that, soon as you came in the door, that was a banger. I can't remember what it was, but she liked this. She liked it. She actually liked it. And I said, well, do you smell anything sweet? She was like, yeah, she smells the sweet. And there is, there's amber in here, or vanilla. There's something here that makes this sweet on the dry down. And then when she mentioned, now I can smell it. Because to me, all I really smelled was patch. You know what I mean? Only because I have in the back of my mind that crazy patch by Tom Ford's Patchouli Absolute. And there's a couple other real dry patches out there, but Patchouli Absolute is just really dry and it smells like Duro, so there's that. Oh, the difference between, now y'all know I got that tobacco oud. Y'all knew that was, nobody saw a bottle like that before. And actually people are still bidding. People are still actually bidding on that 100 ml bottle of tobacco oud. 2 people done bought 2 off eBay. I couldn't warn them like, yo, that's fake, dog. Don't buy that, man. 2 people bidding on that. I mean, it was last week. I'm not sure if it's gone. So that was a fake. So my man said, a friend of mine said, he said, man, I think this is fake. I think this is fake, cuz I need you to check it. So since I got the real deal right here, he bought this. The similarity, if you look at this real close, I don't know if you can see it. See all those nicks in the bottle? See all that? See all the imperfection in the bottle? Look at that. Now let's slide Tom Ford's up there. No imperfections in the bottle. None. There's no jiggity, jaggedy, jagged edges and all that stuff going on. There's no bad seams. See the seam on there? Look at that. Seams going all across it. All kinds of mess. Now, it doesn't do you any good if you buy this online. You ain't gonna know it till you get it. But what you're gonna have to do is show me a picture of the bottle. Stop just putting up a bottle of a picture or whatever. I want a picture of the bottle. Another way is what I call the shoulder. Look at the shoulder seams if you can see it. Shoulder seams are very jagged. They're almost like a bad shirt. When you buy a bad shirt, usually a good shirt, everything comes from the sleeve right down. Like this is not a bad shirt, but as you can see how that's right where it's supposed to be, a space. This is not a bad shirt. See, so the lines run down, it runs with the shirt. Bad shirts is all centered, all kinds of stuff. This is a bad bottle because it's all centered on the shoulder and everything. You know what I'm saying? I took a chance on the shirt because this is an Alfini shirt. But real good shirts, like I said, just even from the sleeve is always the seam, the pattern always run down to the shirt. All right, so that's how you can tell these 2. So if you're buying them online and you're not sure, first of all, buy from a reputable dealer. Buy it through eBay, and you got eBay protection anyway. Like I did on that tobacco oud. I got all my money back plus ship. I paid them $74. I got $86 back, and I still got the bottle as a souvenir. That's how you can tell. Make sure. Let's have them show you the bottle. If they don't want to show you the bottle, they don't want to take it out of the box, then just don't mess with it. The price is too good, just don't mess with it. Just buy retail. I was thinking about buying it. Tell me, man, I'm just going to go ahead and buy that retail, man. I'm tired of flip-flapping around, but I ran into a couple other deals. And by the way, these are my most recent deals, so that's why I'm bringing them up too. These are my most recent purchases. I don't know what's in this. I'll send this out as a sample to somebody. I can't even tell. I wanted to mention something else, but I didn't get a chance, but I gotta hurry up. It's almost time to get this uploading before I leave while I got good internet service. Not in the street, all right? Oh man, my scissors were back here. I don't know where my scissors disappeared to. That's crazy, yo. And why are all the lighters? I've been looking for lighters, and all the lighters are back here. Why are all the lighters back here? Oh, y'all want to hear that? Yeah, I got you. My bad. My newest acquisition just went and picked it up from the post office today because I didn't want to wait till the night to get it. Went and got it for you today, and for me because I want to smell it right now. Holla at your boy. From the house of Andy Tower, and from my favorite Florida peoples who sold me Idol 33, who always take care of me with samples, who always, what else did I get from them? I think I got Boys 1920 for them, didn't I? I'm not sure. From Bueno Naso, Where my samples at, Bueno Naso? These things will send me some samples of it. All right, I guess they're gonna send them up in a separate package. They always send me samples. Yeah, this is a deal straight from Amazon through them, and that's how I found about Bueno Naso. Real good company, she's real good people. Yeah, this is a straight invoice. So last time I bought something from them, then they ended up sending me the samples in a whole separate bag. I mean, y'all saw all the Montals. They sent me a whole bunch of samples straight up out the holler at your boy. So they didn't get a chance to see it because this came straight from Amazon. They just packed it up. And what do we have here? From the house of Andy Tower, and a new line of Andy Tower fragrances that's trying to go up against my boy Josh Myers' Juice Imaginary Authors. I know what you're doing, Andy. I know what you're doing. But you ain't got enough juice in here. I mean, but the price is almost similar. Why didn't you should have did the same amount of juice as Josh does, which is 65 mil for 85. You know what I'm saying? I better hold up. Vanilla Flash. Vanilla Flash. From Andy Tower, I have a lot. Desert Moroccan. That's the only thing I have by him. Everybody else kind of touts his other fragrances as well. But that's the only one I really like. You know, I heard he has a rose fragrance whatsoever. And I think I'm looking at Rose Flash because I heard Rose Flash is very nice. If this has any longevity to it, I'll pick up Rose Flash today. And my very last bottle is on its way from Barney's. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but some people already know because my man gave it up yesterday. Why you say something, dude? I put the notes up from Frank Granica, and dude was like, yeah, I got that. I'm like, man, you wasn't supposed to say nothing. But we keep it in the mystery. Let's open it up. Vanilla Flash. As y'all know, I keep my plastic intact. Let's take it out. Real small bottle, Towerville. This is a line that makes this affordable for us and other people who really want to get into the juice, just like Josh's juice, which I think is a little bit more esoteric than I'm thinking that Andy's going to be. I think Andy's going to be safe with this sauce. I don't think he's going to be getting crazy with this sauce right here. Little nice bottle. I got big hands, so I can. They may wear that, cuz. Come on, dog. Come on. That's how. Holla at your boy. Let's get the spray. I gotta hurry up. I gotta eat my cereal and be out. What does the clock say? That's right. I don't have a lot of time to be flip-flapping around with y'all, so let's get this done and finish it up. Here we go. Initial blast, 30 mil. Which is similar to, I guess. Come on, man. You ain't trying to go up against Nasamato. But Nasamato is out of business, so maybe that's what you're trying to do. But you gotta get a better bottle than this. Plastic cap that looks kind of silver, but it's really plastic. Nozzle feels sturdy. Let's check out the spray. Oh, yeah, the spray is boldacious. Oh! This is not a Josh Memoir of a Trespasser. The initial blast is more enthusiastic than the quick dry down. The initial blast is boom bam like Sergei Manjal Jujel. We're going around with a 28 spray hitter to make sure it's going to last underneath the wrist too. Right on the vein killers. Alright, like I said, the initial blast you smell the vanilla, but once it settles down after 3 seconds, I lost enthusiasm that fast. But that's not fair, of course. That's not fair because, of course, you gotta give it a chance to do what it do. You feel me? All right, I only got a minute left, so I want to say thank y'all for checking me out. Hope I was able to put some more information out there for you. My man was like, why don't you tell us about the fake bottles? I did that right there. Don't do you no good if you can't see it, though, so make sure you can see it. Andy Towers, Towerville. I'm not going to spend time putting this in because I got to go to work. But I just got to do it, man. Man, I hate leaving stuff unfinished. The top says Towerville on it. And like I said, this is Andy Towers. And it's not dumbed down. I wouldn't say it's dumbed down, but I will venture to guess that as much emphasis that he puts into the other fragrances, his more higher end, like Desert Lamacan and the Umda Rose and all them other ones that I don't have, I'm sure for this kind of dollar, he ain't really putting it out there like that in this sauce. but I'm sure that this is going to end up being some quality sauce. I heard the Rose was quality, so again, I may get that today. But if not, because only $55, I'm trying to actually get it for a better price. That's going to be it. I'm out. Roger Real D Cool. Holla at your boy. Boom bam. Y'all know what that means. I got to keep saying that. Roger Real D Cool on the internet. This is a physical CD. Alright? And I also have another CD, but I don't have any more. I sold out of those. Check me out, man. www.rajur.net. I'm not asking you to buy nothing, but you can get links to where the music is free and everything, and y'all can just enjoy me without really having to sacrifice and pay the money. Like you gotta pay for the juice. Oh, and I want to thank to my man Lawrence also, who I did the deal with. You know, he put up a nice up there about, just me trying to help people out. Guys at work, people at work, like the young lady at work. I always, go in there and let her smell something. She's not familiar with this. I got people at work buying now more. They want samples of Liaison Dangerous, and that's a homeboy of mine. He like Liaison Dangerous. I had another homeboy, Jay. He like Black Orchid. They had never even heard of this before until I brought it to their attention. So I'm hopeful. I'm happy that I'm helpful. Whatever, to help other people out to get into this type of deal. And if they can't afford it, if I have something to share, I will share it with them for a price. Also to say that, too much is given, much is required. So, a lot of us in the fragrance game, a lot of us like to be collectors. We really share between each other and not really share out to other people. And I can understand that. Not everybody do that. But for me, y'all know my main thing is music. This is my main thing. And fragrance is a byproduct of how I can get you to listen to my music, which you notice I always play my music. But then again, I also want to let you know that I take this serious as well. As, doing reviews, fragrances. And like I said, look, I keep telling people, I'm tired of people faking the funk with doing reviews on samples. You can't do a review on a sample. You can't do it. It doesn't spray. If that was Andy Towers juice in here, and Andy Towers juice is in here, if I sprayed this and sprayed this equally, would I get the same dissipation? Would it spread on my skin the same way? Would it atomize the same way? Will the glass bottle have an effect on the plastic? Does the atomizer spray? There's so many variations that's going to really affect the juice, whether you know it or not, as far as buying it. So if I'm going to spend $200, if this costs $200 and you're going to do a review on this, why am I going to buy? I would not spend $200 hearing you talk about this and the way it's sprayed out and the way it smells. Because though it may smell the same, at some point, it doesn't have the dissipation that this has. It just doesn't. So that's why I do decants. That's why I do samples. But my stuff is coming straight from the bottle, just like this comes straight from the bottle. But the difference is you got a bigger atomizer, you got a sprayer. And it'll give them more of people who, getting this from me, get them more of an idea of how this probably would smell when they bought the bottle. And I haven't had anybody buy anything from me, or buy anything through my suggestion that was disappointing. Because they got a nice 5mm atomizer, it sprays well, they hear what I talk about, they do their research and they buy it and they're like, oh man, that's hot. Reviews with this is ridiculous. First impressions with those, I can tolerate. I'm not dealing with it. Y'all deal with it. Do not spend $200-300 on somebody doing a sample. You buy it off of you either go to the store and you spray it, or you ask them that they go to the store and spray it. Why don't you go to the store? Why don't you take the time to go to a Neiman's, whatever? If you don't have it in your town, just don't do a review. Don't do the review till you get the bottle. If you go to the store and you went to the store bone dry and you sprayed it out and you did your thing and you wore it for the day, and then you come home and you do a review without the bottle, and then you just want to bring up a reference, or you want to have this just as a reference, but you got it on from a bottle spray, that's different. People want to say I'm ranting and stuff when I say stuff, man, because I be trying to keep it real. Man, ain't nobody ranting, man. Because the people need to be fair and stop trying to do fragrance reviews because you're trying to be popular as opposed to trying to help people out. And people not wasting money going on a recommendation of a doggone sample, and they mess around and get it, and now all of a sudden they got to get rid of it. Like my homie did. $240. Roger Real D Cool. Thanks to all of you. Thank you for listening to music. Thank you for more people joining YouTube. More people are joining the Real D Cool Smell Good Society and more. Not to be confused with the Smell Well Society. Yeah, that was slick, cuz. That was slick, Lupe. But that's all right, cuz. That's all right. You know how we do. I got your back at the Gentleman's Lounge that I quit. dealing with. Yeah. So anyway, I'm out. How's your boy? Roger will be cool. North Philly bound. That's how we do it. Pow, 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 pow. I'm out.